As I mentioned earlier, probably the most important step in optimizing your chip protocol is beginning with a really good chromatin template and the correct fragment size. For cross-linking chip, this involves finding the appropriate cross-linking and shearing time, and for native chip, this involves finding the appropriate amount of enzyme and digestion time. You should perform a time course to determine the right amount of time to cross-link, which could be anywhere from 2 to 30 minutes, but 10 to 15 minutes is usually sufficient. If you're looking at protein-DNA interactions that are mediated by other proteins and are not directly bound to DNA, you may need to try a dual cross-linking strategy, where you cross-link with a combination of formaldehyde as well as an additional cross-linking chemical such as EGS or DSG. Getting the right fragment size is of utmost importance. You must try different sonication times and then purify DNA to run in a gel to figure out what sonication time will get you the most appropriate size. You typically want fragment sizes of 200 to 1,000 base pairs. For native chip, you can get fragments of around 175 base pairs. Next, you should determine the proper amount of antibody to use for your chip. Typically, around 4 micrograms of antibody per 25 micrograms of chromatin is appropriate, but the antibody should be titered to improve the signal-to-noise ratio. The composition of your wash buffers is important. You should determine the appropriate amount of sodium and lithium chloride to provide the appropriate stringency. This could be from 250 to 500 millimolar. Having a wash buffer that isn't stringent enough will lead to high background, while a buffer that is too harsh will destroy specific antibody interactions.